office. I work at a dental office. Love my job, just hate when people stare at my face.
My name is Stacy and I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. And my last doctor put a hole in my nose. I have a lumpy, bumpy nose.
So to keep people from looking at my profile, I wear a mask.
It's probably pretty hard for people to relate to how traumatic this is. This is my face. It's horrible. I want to go hide. Going out on date nights is definitely a challenge. I don't want anybody to see me. I sit in corners where it's dark. I feel like people won't notice me as much.
I just want to see you feel good about yourself.
Exactly. Gone through a lot. Deep down in, like it does hurt. Around the age of 8 is when I started noticing that my nose was bigger than most of my friends. They were calling me Pinocchio. When I was 30 years old is when I definitely decided I was having plastic surgery. I had 2 friends that actually went to the surgeon. Both of my friends he did great work for. I did decide to go in and have my breasts done and my nose done by this doctor. After my surgery, I woke up and my breasts were there and it was great, but my nose, it didn't look a whole lot different. It was still long. After a year is when he suggested he go in and do a revision. We went ahead and did it, and the one-day check-in, he mentioned that things didn't go that smoothly, that he actually put a hole in my nose. My heart just sank. He removed the bandages, and that's when I saw that my whole nose had a big black scab over it. It was like, you gotta be kidding me. This is what I look like? The tip of my nose was dead. I walked around like that for a good year. I just thought to myself, there's no way I can let this guy work a third time on me. So I decided at that point to start wearing hats. My hats basically represent to me a security. I have a different hat for every occasion. Baseball hat, beach hats, fancy hats, you name it, I have a hat for it. I just want to get this, in the past and move on with our future.
Right.
Not have to be shadowed by my hats. It's gotten to the point that Don goes to a lot of his work events on his own. I just can't find it in myself to get out there and do those things with him. I want to be proud to be your wife again and not be,
I think that did make me happy. We need this surgery so my wife can get out of her shell and be the fun person that she always was before any plastic surgery.
I'm definitely nervous. I don't want to hear, how things could go bad again, how my nose could be black. I want to have the tip raised, the bump removed. This process has been complete torture. I look back and kind of think to myself, I should have never even touched my nose.
I want to be sexy.
Let me tell you about our next patient. Stacy had a couple rhinoplasties, apparently with a horrific result.
Oh. This has high risk written all over it. It basically says, hi, I don't have good blood supply.
High risk of, again, losing that tissue.
High risk of losing the entire tip.
Tough case.
Can you please send in Stacy? Hi, Dr. Nassif.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi, Stacy. Terry Dubrow. Stacy looks fit. So are you a gym rat?
I am.
How many times a week do you work out?
5.
Okay, very good.
We did see the photos. How did this all start? First rhinoplasty, what led you to it?
Well, like 3 years ago now is when we had the first surgery. The nose still seemed bigger than I wanted it to be, so he suggested a year later going back and doing a revision.
What's with the hat?
Well, I like to cover. It makes me feel kind of shields.
So you wear that hat all the time?
I wear a hat majority of the time.
Cover the nose.
Yes,
Just because you're here with us,
Yeah, it does shadow
can
the
you
nose.
take it off?
I can. Yeah,
When you went back, you said, okay, let's do a revision with the same doctor.
I did, yeah.
And then obviously something happened.
He mentioned at the one-day check-in that there was a hole in my nose.
Did he say like he poked a hole in your skin?
Yes, when he was elevating the tissue is when it ripped. A week later, I went back to get all the bandages off, and that's when we saw the tip was black. I was bandaged for 2 more weeks after that.
So he took the bandage off, saw that it was black, and then just covered it back up?
Yes.
The last thing you want to do when you perforate the nasal skin is to put a cast on it and cover it up. You don't do that. You leave it exposed, you put antibiotic ointment on it, and you watch it closely.
So has anything happened since then?
Well, we went back for a 3rd consult. He said he's watched a couple videos.
You watched a couple of videos. I watched online how to do surgeries, so let me try it.
He Googled it.
Right.
Maybe you watched my video.
Probably.
Then I walked away.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
And obviously you've lost trust at that point.
Yes.
Huh.
Why go to med school when instructions are one click away?
Let's go to the exam room and take a look at your nose.
Okay. I am aware that I'm bringing Dr. Nassif and Dr. Dubrow a very high-risk situation, and it makes me nervous. I'm not sure I'm gonna ever undo the damage that my doctor previously did to me.
Do me a favor, can you sit up? So he came through with the scalpel, I think, right? Through there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she has that neovascularization.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All over the place.
Neovascularization is an indication of severe past tissue trauma where new blood vessels are growing into an area to try to get that area to heal. It's a really bad sign.
You're really collapsed right here. That means I have to add cartilage along here to pop it open.
Okay.
What does that mean? You'll be wider here, get your nose straighter. So I'm also gonna fix your inside, your deviated septum.
Okay.
Can you get a hole through your skin again? Yes. Can your skin start turning purple on the table? Yes. The whole tip can turn black and die.
I'm completely overwhelmed right now. Things may not turn out the way I want them to turn out. It does make me feel very nervous, very afraid, and a little hesitant.
One thing I can tell you that's for sure, if your nose starts to change,
We're not gonna cover it up.
not gonna cover it up and ignore it, but it will be put under a microscope and treated moment by moment,
Okay.
you know.
My mind is spinning. Like, should I do it or should I not do it? Should I just live with what I have already?
You are the one that's got to make the decision.
Right,
You need to make sure that you're willing and able to go for the third round.
right. I think I'll go ahead and do surgery.
So now that you've decided to do it, you should think of it like your mind is in the gym. You pull out whatever power of your brain to make it happen, and then whatever it is you're bringing, give it to him so he can bring it to the gym. Because he works out 6 days a week and he's obviously not bringing it.
We'll see you soon. Good morning. Oh, no baseball cap.
No cap.
You know Dr. Donahue?
Yes.
So, first of all, your profile is going to be a definite improvement. Okay? Matter of fact, here we go. That's a nice transformation.
Yeah.
Your skin is not going to react kindly to me operating on it. Hopefully, it's not going to really hate me and turn black. And we'll see you soon.
Okay.
Today, my team will harvest rib while I open Stacy's nose. Next, we'll take down the nasal hump and fracture the bones to bring them in and improve her profile. Then we will use septal extension and alar replacement grafts made from rib cartilage to open up her airway and elevate her nasal tip, leaving Stacy with a more aesthetically pleasing nose.
How do you feel?
I feel pretty good. My body overall feels okay. I'm not sure if they do tell me something went wrong, how I'm gonna handle that.
This was in my top 5 of elevating the skin out of degree of difficulty. There was so many permanent blue little stitches put inside your nose. Some were stuck to the skin. There's probably about 30 little stitches in there, more than I've ever seen on a nasal tip. The good news is, took down the hump, and we put the grafts in here to open up your airway. The most important thing I want to look at right now is the color of your skin. Let's see, can we take that off? You want me to? Can I have that headlight?
Sure. It's pink.
Look at that.
Very
That's
pink.
really, really, really pink.
It makes me feel amazing knowing that I'm past pretty much all the high risks. I feel like I can have a better recovery now and feel like I can relax a little bit more. Okay, thank
I'm
you.
very happy. You see, there's a big smile on my
Yes.
face.
So far, so good, huh?
Thank
good.
you.
Thanks so
Good
much.
man.
Thank you.
I want to be sexy.
This is the first day of forever.
I've been wanting this nose surgery for at least 20 years. Now that it's over and done with, I feel a sense of relief. I don't have to hide anymore. Looking in the mirror now, I see a smooth nose and it feels absolutely wonderful to not have to try to cover it up. I'm now excited to go out of the house.
I know everything's gonna be alright.
I'm glad that Stacy's finally gotten out of this shell that she's been in for all these years. I am so ready to get rid of Stacy's hat collection. If there's a chance I can start burning it the minute we leave here today, I can't wait.
Hey, you guys!
Oh my gosh, Stacy looks amazing. I've never seen her look so happy.
I know, it's amazing to see her back to her old self.
So happy that I got it right this time.
Third time's a charm.
Before my surgery, I wore hats constantly to hide my nose. My nose was lumpy, bumpy, and the tip was drooping. But now, thanks to Dr. Nassif, my nose is smooth, my bump is gone, and the tip is raised. I'm ready to hang up my hat and be the proud wife that I've always wanted to be. I'm back. I feel like I'm back.